Hello. Is that is that likely better? I think so. Can you hear me okay? Hello, everybody. Let's just wait for everyone to get on the stream. Hopefully there'll be someone tonight joining us. Okay, I think there's a few of you joining us now. Let's just wait a few more moments. 9 of you on now. That's great. Let me just fire up the chat. Hello, Stephen. Yeah, this is the Cabaret Show. Thanks for joining me. Hello, Anthony. I'm afraid not you're the second one to comment, but hey, that's not bad going. Hello, David. Happy Hump Day. I don't get it. What's that mean? Hello, Jason. So, if you're watching this after the event, sorry you couldn't make it. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it regardless. You might want to skip forward a minute or two. That'll be when the good stuff starts, hopefully. The camera's up there today. Is that a good place? It means middle of the week. I see. Wednesday is the hump of the week. I get it. Hump is American for Wednesday. Hello, Aid. Hello, Ian. I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm very tired, though. I was up quite late with the baby. So if I'm a little bit incoherent, more incoherent than usual, then it's because I'm just quite tired. But hey ho, not to worry. Throat's okay today. So if you've got any questions, feel free to start asking away and we'll start going through them. Update on the videos. I'm still working on the long video, the price comparison site. I've had to re-record some bits just because I messed up a little bit, but I'm hoping it's going to be ready for next week. It's quite a big video, so it's taking quite a while. Yep, tea and water. Cheers. So okay, Ian's got a question. Ian asks, what are my thoughts on getting paid traffic and a service that offers many high quality backlinks to rank quicker if you don't necessarily have the time yourself? I'd just say be careful. Where are they going to build the links? What sites are they linking to you from? Are they using PBNs? Generally, I'd avoid them personally, because you don't quite know what they're going to be doing in terms of the links, and it could be dodgy stuff that gets your site penalized. If you want to share the service with us, we'll have a look at it. But generally, I would build links yourself using guest posts and stuff like that. Anthony asks, my WooZone created a massive amount of images in my media library, over 6,000. I won't worry too much about that. I guess most of them are thumbnails, so they shouldn't be taking up too much space. I'll just leave them unless you're short of space, in which case you can go into the media library and just delete some. But they're generally just thumbnails. You can delete images of products that are no longer on your site. That should be fine. Anthony also says PBN equals private blog network. What's wrong with that? Well, it's kind of grey hat, black hat SEO. Google doesn't like PBNs, although they do, in theory, work. So PBN is where you have a collection of your own sites that are all linking together, and then you add links to those sites, to sites that you want to rank, your money sites, as it were. But it is grey hat, black hat, because you're, building artificial links, really, and Google doesn't like it. And although Google finds it hard to detect PBNs, that doesn't mean that they'll be like that forever. So for short term, if you're just in a kind of build sites up and rank them quickly, and if they last 6 months, that's fine. Kind of build and burn sort of sites, then that's fine. But for a long-term strategy, I wouldn't use PBNs. David says, one of my customers said the price of my site was different, slightly higher, when they checked out on Amazon. Have you experienced this? That can happen. Make sure that all your sync and synchronization settings are working on WooZone. Check that it's set to update price, and then in theory, WooZone should update the prices on all your products every night so that they're always correct. Anthony says, is there a way to delete the images through WooZone? There might be. Let me have a quick look. Can't remember off the top of my head, but there could be. Let me have a look. So in WooZone, there is a number of different settings in the. Let's have a look. It's just loading. Bear with me. I can't see one, I'm afraid. Might be worth raising that with AA team, see if they've got any ideas on why you've got so many images. Yeah, I don't see anything in WooZone. Sorry. Formulaic says, do you think Google or Amazon will begin to frown upon WooZone style websites? No, I don't think so. Providing you're adding value and you're not just got like a load of products and you're just a little copy of Amazon, providing you've got some good articles and blog content, I don't see a problem. If you're adding value, you just got to add value. Don't be a spammy, horrible site, and then you'll be fine. Jimmy Jim, hello. He says, I'm using a theme that doesn't show the write-up I've done for my category pages. Does Google still see what I wrote, although the theme doesn't show what I've written, or is the theme useless for SEO? If it's not on the page, then it's unlikely that Google's going to see it, I'm afraid. It's a shame, yeah, I guess change theme. Or ask the theme developers, if that's possible, if there's a way of adding the category description. It will generally just be a little edit to the template files. You could probably Google around and do it yourself if you wanted to. But yeah, other than that, you're going to have to change theme. Helen, hello. Helen says the PBN have to be on separate hosts though. Yeah, that's right. If you were going to have a PBN, as I say, not that I'm encouraging the use of PBNs, you'd want all the sites on different hosting with different IP addresses. You want to hide all your domain registration details so that there's no way of seeing that each site is connected to each other or owned by the same person. It's quite an art, really. Carl says, on Google Keyword Planner, the results are very vague, like 10 to 1K results. How can I get more detailed search for keywords? You can use any of the keyword tools that I mentioned in my video that I did a couple of weeks back, all about keyword tools. Some of them have numbers in them, but again, where are they getting the data from? How accurate are their numbers? It's difficult to say. I would just use it as a rough guide. You're never going to get an exact number, I don't think, but just use it as a rough guide for popularity. So, kind of that's low popularity, that's medium popularity, that's high popularity. That's about as accurate you're probably going to need to be. The main thing is the competition, really, because if you can rank for a keyword, even if it's got just 100 searches a month, but if it's an easy keyword to rank for, and you can find quite a few of them, then all those searches add up to quite a bit of traffic. So yeah, just to repeat what I said at the beginning, I am very tired today due to a very late night with the baby, so I'm a little bit sluggish. I'm hoping that I can muster enough energy to answer all your questions enthusiastically. I'll try my best. Okay, more questions. Can we get WooZone for free? I'm afraid not. There is a light version, as Ian has said, but the light version doesn't do everything you need. So yeah, I'm afraid you're going to have to pay for it. But like all good things in life, there's often a small cost. Ian says he's using the light version. The WooZone importer isn't as good. So maybe try it out. You might get away with it. I've not really used the light version myself. Carl says, would you try and rank each blog post or try to focus on one or two blogs? Doug said on his site, 90% of traffic came from one article or blog. You might have a few articles that you think are, really good. They're like standout articles, so you'd want to focus on them definitely. But generally, you're going to want to promote all of your blog posts. And then by doing that, you'll know which ones are going to become popular because you'll see which ones are going to get more traffic, or which ones are getting more traffic through Google Analytics. So then you could probably focus on those a bit more and build them up. But start with, I think you'd want to build a few links to all of them. Matthew says, every niche seems to be saturated. How do you find untouched niches? That's a good question. I wouldn't say that all niches are saturated. There's, a million niches at least. It's just trying to get really specific. Generally, if you think it's saturated, it's probably because you're being too broad, which kind of leads me on to something I was talking about last week in the feed with regards to beer shirts. Remember beer shirts, the affiliate website that I set up? I'm just going to share my screen with you and an article that I've just put up. Hang on a second. Okay. So talking about being specific and being a really specific niche, my latest blog post is this one. You remember me talking about it? So ultimate gift card for the beer drinking Star Wars fans. So yeah, beer drinking Star Wars fans, that is a very specific niche. But I've done a bit of research on it, and there are people searching for that kind of thing. And I know it's popular because if I just fire up Facebook, go into beer shirts, which has hit 400 likes, which is good. It's going well. But if we go down to the other Star Wars post that I did, where it is, it was last week now, so it's a few scrolls down. Here we go. We can see that it got some great engagement, 229 likes and loves and whatevers, 50 shares, and a whole load of comments. So from that, I can see, compared to the other stuff that hasn't done particularly well, even with boosts, I can see that, there is something to beer-related Star Wars stuff. So I'm focusing on that for the time being with beer shirts because there's loads of Star Wars beer products as well on Amazon, which is handy. But that's a niche that I don't think is saturated. So, I mean, a lot of these niches you're going to stumble across, with a bit of trial and error. You'll just come across some products and you think, wow, that's unique and specific, and you'll discovered a whole new market. Okay, let me turn off the screen if I can work it out. There we go. I'm back. Right, where are we? Anthony says I need to change the tea to coffee. It's a bit late for coffee, I'm afraid. I'll try not to drink coffee this late. That wouldn't play well with me. David says, how can I better understand how my site is ranking on Google? First thing you want to do is to sign up with Google Webmaster Console. If you haven't done so already, I've got a video or two on this. So just do a Google for Google Webmaster Console, sign up, add your site. You can then submit a sitemap to Google via the Webmaster Console using Yoast SEO plugin. And then give it a couple of days. And then when you go back, you'll see that there's a whole load of data in there in terms of how your site's ranking, how many pages are indexed, what sort of keywords your site's coming up for, where you're ranking. So that gives you a whole load of information for free. There are some other tools out there like rank trackers and that kind of stuff, but I think they're losing importance because Google actually customizes the results based on who you are and if you're logged in and all that kind of stuff. So, one site might rank well for someone, but then it might not rank so well for someone else. So I think just Webmaster Console is a good way of checking how well you're ranking, all that kind of stuff. The other thing you can look at, of course, is in Google Analytics. In the acquisition section, there's a whole SEO organic search report in there. It will show you which pages are getting organic traffic and whether it's going up or down and all that kind of stuff. Loads of useful information. So there's 2 free tools, both from Google, Google Webmaster Tools and Google Analytics. Good way to see how well you're ranking on Google. And he says, will you do a tutorial for using Google Analytics for Amazon affiliate? Um, I've done one on installing analytics. I'm pretty sure of that. I will do another one on installing it and on running reports, that kind of stuff. Let me just make a note. Okay, Matthew says, do you recommend websites for affiliate marketing in 2018? Yeah, of course I do. There's no reason why it won't be even better in 2018. I'm looking forward to 2018. Let's say 2017 has been good, but hey, it can only get better. Carl says he uses Upwork for articles, and it's good if you find a great writer. Yeah, that's part of the trick, isn't it? With Upwork, you need to find someone good that you can work with, build a relationship with, and that's going to produce some good quality articles. Steven says, yeah, with regards to Star Wars and drinking beer, that's, it's really cool. So if you can't think of a niche, get 2 niches and kind of mash them together and see if that creates a new niche. I think you'd be surprised what you find. It's getting really specific. So I don't know, say fitness, for example. I'm just going to try and do this off the top of my head and try and think of something really specific. A lot of people want to get into the fitness niche. So you might be looking at, gym equipment. That's quite a good one to get into because it's quite expensive. So the commissions are quite high. So then you look at treadmills and trying to think of an article. So you need to get an angle to those treadmills. So it might be something like, I don't know, treadmills if you haven't got much room or for a small house or for a flat. Then you go on Amazon and you find all the treadmills that are for home use that are small and compact. And then you create an article about that. And then, you should, in theory, hopefully rank for that and pick up some of those really long tail searches that people are doing where they're looking for a treadmill or a running machine when they haven't got much space. And I think you'll find that, there's lots of gaps like that that you can fill and you can rank. And the good thing about it is that when someone is doing those kind of searches, they are, very likely to convert because they're about to make a purchase. If they can find the right treadmill that was going to fit into their small space, they're going to buy it, and hopefully they'll click on your link to do it. Matthew says, Ian says to Matthew, I won't spam someone else linking here, but there's a couple of good videos came out a couple of weeks ago on YouTube. What are we talking about? Have I missed something? Ian, do share the videos. I don't mind. I'm all about sharing is caring. And it says, using the free or paid version of Buffer? I'm using the paid version. I think you need to in order to be able to add all the stuff you need to. I can't remember why I paid for it, but it obviously made me because I wanted to do something. Lee says that after watching the Star Wars beer shirts video and liking the Facebook page, started to get Star Wars adverts popping up everywhere. Yeah, that can happen. It obviously thinks you're in Star Wars now, which is out tomorrow, by the way, the new Star Wars film. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow evening. Anthony says he missed the Black Friday deal. Shoppers, if I'm able to get my AA site up before the end of the week, do you think it'll be in time for Christmas shoppers? It will be, but it's whether it's going to rank and get traffic because that can take a little while. I won't worry about missing Christmas. You want to build a site that's going to be generating you money every month anyway. So, in January, there's a sale. There's always opportunities. So don't worry too much if you miss Black Friday or Christmas. I see your second question. How will people even know my site exists in such a short amount of time? That's the problem. They won't unless you use some paid traffic. So use Facebook ads or something like that. You're going to struggle to get traffic that quickly. Hiran says, help me out, please. I need to make menus in another bar, like example below main menu. Okay, I'll show you how to do that right now. Let me just share the old screen. Okay. Let's do it on beer shirts. Very straightforward. It's just some basic WordPress menu stuff. So say, let's just fire up the site and I'll show you the front. Say I wanted to add I guess you're talking about like a drop down hover sort of thing. So say I wanted to add like a Star Wars bit underneath this beer t-shirts. I could do that by going up here to menus. You can also find it in appearance and menus down there. Then you could pick categories, that sort of thing. Ooh, I don't think I've got a Star Wars category, but I do have a Star Wars tag. So I go up here to screen options. I can add tags. Oh, maybe I don't. Is it a product tag? Ah, it is. Yeah. Dope. Product tags. Come on. Here we go. Star Wars. Right. So you select what you want, whether it be a product tag or a page or a post. Add to menu. And then if I can put it underneath beer t-shirts, then you want to pull it over to the. Oh, I just pressed too hard. Pull it over to the side, and that should give you your sub menu. And you can actually go as deep as you like, really. So like that. Depending on how well the theme supports it. I wouldn't go too deep. It could get a bit messy. Let's have a look at what that looks like. There we go. And we can click. And there's when we start. Actually, it's not just t-shirts, is it? That's not the right place. Maybe I should put it along the top. But hey, there you get the idea. So I hope that answered your question. Let's have a look. Did that help, Hiran? Let me know. Ian says it's basically 2 videos, not even mine, but they give great themes for now in 2018. Okay. So basically, the video says, yeah, 2018 is going to be a good year for affiliate websites. FM Scouts is getting listed on directories. Still a good idea. I don't really do it so much now. It could have a little value. It could even be negative if you get in the wrong directories. So I don't think it's really worth the effort. Matthew says, have you ever used the Amazon disclaimer within a search operator to set results to within the last 24 hours? This is going back to something we did a few weeks ago, I think, where we were looking for other Amazon affiliate sites. I've not done it within the last 24 hours, but that'd be an interesting thing to do, to see which new affiliate sites were popping up in your niche or whatever. The Wandering Photographer says, my site will be on drones and I'm worried about shelf life. Don't worry about shelf life. We could all worry about shelf life. I'll worry about shelf life, about me and this YouTube channel and relevance. Thing is just keeping on top of things. I think drones, my personal opinion, are going to be here for quite a while. I think the technology is going to develop, so there's always going to be new stuff to add. But yeah, don't worry about shelf life. If you think it's coming to an end, then it's time to start, starting something new. But yeah, stuff like that's just going to stop you from doing stuff. So don't worry. If it was something like fidget spinners or some fad, then you might worry that it, hasn't got anything for the long term. But I think drones you'll be fine. David says, how do I resize my image boxes in Kingdom? There's a video on that just the other week. Check the channel. It should fix your image sizes. It's just changing the settings within WooCommerce. Carl says, in the Webmaster Tools, it says I have one sitemap submitted. Yeah, that's fine. It's just your sitemap index. That should be enough, I think. Let me just check what I've got in mind. I'll share my screen in a second. Let me just get in. There's a few client sites and stuff in here, so better not show it because once I made a video using a client's website and they didn't like it. So I'm very careful now in terms of what I include in my videos. So here we go, sitemap. Yeah, let me just share with you, but I've got the same. This is Google Search Console, as we were talking about a minute ago. I've just got the sitemap index. And then if you click through, it's got everything else. Wow, I've got a lot of sitemaps. That's probably too many, if I'm honest. Let me just check my configuration. So it's all done within Yoast SEO and XML sitemaps. You don't really want sitemaps for all this stuff, the taxonomies. So like format and product categories you do want. Product tags, yeah, we'll go for that because I've got my styles tag. Class, shipping classes, no binding, brand. These are all like attributes which are bought in by Woozone from Amazon. And yeah, we don't need this stuff. It's just, not needed. You don't want Google to, get distracted. Wow, there's lots. Blimey. This is something I suggest you all do if you've got a Woozone site. Wow, I didn't realize there were so many. So just kept categories, tags, product categories, and product tags. So that should be better. I can press resubmit and it's going to fetch it again. It might take a few moments. That's better. Yeah, we'll go with that. So as you can see in Search Console, you get loads of information. You get your clicks, you get your search appearance. So this shows you kind of the structured data and stuff, which again is provided by Yoast SEO. Under search traffic, you've got your search analytics, so you can see the kind of keywords you're coming up for. So I'm coming up for beer shirts, which is kind of handy. If I do a Google on it, woohoo, on top, looking good. If you can read this socks UK, I mean, that's not even a keyword that I wanted to rank for. I've not done any work on that. It's obviously not first page. Blimey, can't even see it. Where does it say it says I get 4 clicks, so it's probably not that high. But yeah, it's interesting to see what you're coming up for. Getting some sock stuff, so maybe I should be having a beer socks section. Yeah, a lot of people are looking for those socks, so that might be an article idea. You also get information on links to your site. It's kind of interesting. I'm getting some links from YouTube, obviously, because the site's featured in one of the videos. But yeah, check it out. Sign up for Google Webmaster Tools. It's a good thing to do. There's my index pages. Perfect. Anthony says, can you show me your Amazon config for remote images in Woozone? So go to Amazon config plugin setup, scroll to the bottom in the area where it says select remote image sizes. I can tell you what I've got. I think I've got them all to the right. That's where it should be. Let me have a look. I am going to share it, but I don't want to share my Amazon keys. It's a nightmare blurring stuff out and changing them. So let me have a look at my image settings. Actually, they're all to the left, which I think still means that they're all going to import. I'm just going to move them all to the right, which is generally what I do. So let me just share that. Here we go. Yeah, like this. That's all you really need when it comes to images. Okay, where are you? Let's find the chat. I've got too many tabs again. Um, oh, hang on. You've all been talking too much. Right. Ace says there are so many sites about drones out there. Niche down, possibly, quite possibly. It's very broad. It's a very broad thing. Drones. But yeah, I'm sure there is a more specific niche, as someone suggested, like landing pads and accessories, and maybe the best drones for video, the best drones for built-up areas. I don't know. I don't really know much about drones. Uzir, hello. You're from Turkey. Good to have you on. You're not English. That's okay. Anthony says, what screen capturing software do I use? I use ScreenFlow. Is there a PC version? No, I don't think there is. Sorry. Ace, you're from Denmark. Good to have you on. The home of Lego and other things. Marcel says, I know you can have just two AWS, they're the Amazon keys, active at the same time. What happens if you create a third website? Just use the same keys. You can use them with as many sites as you like. Al Wayne says, can I put featured image to a thumbnail size? Whenever I do featured image, it's always big, as in full size. The size of that is going to be determined by your theme. So there might be a setting to change that. If not, you're going to need to use a bit of CSS. And that's going to depend on the theme. Handsome Viking says, how much do you make a month, roughly? Every time there's money question. I earn enough to do whatever I like every day and not go to work and buy the things that I want. So, yeah, it's all good. It's 5 figures a month. David says, please explain the purpose of tags, when and why I would create a tag and how. So tags are useful. They're just a way of grouping stuff together. So blog posts and products both have tags, as I just showed you on the beer shirt site. So I used it then because I wanted to group together all the Star Wars products. And I didn't necessarily want a new category for Star Wars because that doesn't quite fit with my category structure. Because my category structure is, well, let me show you. Let me fire up the site. But yeah, the category structure is things like beer t-shirts, beer shirts, beer accessories. So, and Star Wars is kind of quite specific, and it covers all of those categories. I've got Star Wars stuff that's a t-shirt, that's a shirt, and that's other beer-related stuff. So that's why I use a tag. So I went into WooCommerce. I did a search within the products. Let me just show you exactly what I did. Went in here, went to products and all products. And then come on site. Being a bit slow tonight. I think it's my internet connection in general. All this is just broken. It's just basically because it's a live demonstration, which if you've seen my videos before when I do live demonstrations, they always go really smoothly. Not. Right, yeah, so in the search box, did a search for Star Wars. Brought up all the products that are Star Wars related. And then when it's done that, which might take a while, looking at the way it's running at the moment. Here we go. So here they are. There is 51 items. You want to make sure that they're all on the same page, and you can do that by adjusting screen options. Although if there is a lot, I wouldn't put this up to 200. I wouldn't go any higher than 100. That's probably why actually it's running a bit slow, because I've set it to 100, so it's got a load of 100 products each time the page loads. I mean, it's fine if you've got 20 a page. You just have to go through each page and do it. yeah, so just tick the box at the top, select them all, go to bulk actions, edit, and then apply. And then you can just type in a tag in here. I've already done it, so I don't need to do it again. If you haven't created a tag, it doesn't matter, just type it in. So let's add another Star Wars tag. Just for SEO, I don't know, just for fun. So that hasn't appeared because it's not a tag that's already been created, but it will create it for me now when I press update. So it's going to go and add that tag. It's not so easy to take the tag off, I'm afraid, but it's very easy to add the tag. Back to the questions. Hope that clarified what tags are and why you might want to use them. Sean says, is someone using someone else, or maybe that's I don't know. Is someone else's your YouTube video on your website without asking permission legal if it's embedded? Not trying to be scummy, just wondering. It's perfectly fine. YouTube likes you embedding videos. It gets YouTube videos out across the internet. They still serve ads via the embed, so it's fine. Perfectly legit. You don't have to ask permission. Carl says he's not getting the search data in Webmaster. It says no data found. How long have you had Webmaster tool set up? It can take a little while for that information to come in. Have you? Are your pages indexed? It could just be that you're not appearing in any searches just yet. Ian says, it's great the room chatting. It is good. How many people online have we got today? Have you beaten 41 yet? Let's have a look. It's 36 currently. Peak today is 40. So we haven't quite beaten the record just yet. But hey, I'm happy with 40. That's quite a lot, really. That would fill a small hall, wouldn't it? Mini Fox, hello. Question: can I start an affiliate marketing on WordPress and get the thing up and running for free? Is there a way? Oh no, I'm afraid there isn't. You are going to always need a domain name and hosting, and I don't know of any free domain names or free hosting providers. However, it doesn't cost a lot. If you use HostGator and use my voucher code, of course, which is WP30, 30. It shouldn't cost too much. I mean, I'm sure you can scrape together $50, $60. Put it on a credit card, dare I say it, or sell something. I don't know. I'm sure you could find enough money for a year's hosting. And generally a year is long enough to get some money coming in. Or even just 6 months sometimes. David says there is screen flow for Windows. Is there? Let me have a look. Maybe there is. It never used to be. If not, Camtasia is quite a good one. No, I think ScreenFlow is just for Macs still. Mathos says, how many websites do I have in total to actually make a living off? I've got 5 or so websites. I mean, they all earn different amounts of money, and it all adds up. I'm open when I say the bulk of my money does come from WP Eagle and the affiliate commissions I get from my YouTube videos. However, the Amazon money is still good. And in fact, Beer Shirts has had a couple more orders, and Boot Boutique is doing quite well at the moment because it's winter. They're all just, ticking over quite nicely and bringing in a small stream of revenue each. It all adds up. And again, I haven't really done any work. Beer Shirts is the only one that I've started focusing on and adding content to, like doing that Star Wars stuff and running the Facebook page and all that. So I've got high hopes for that, and I'm going to get that up to some good revenue soon. But the others, I make them for the video tutorials on YouTube, but then just leave them. And so they do earn, but they don't earn a huge amount. Udda says, "How much would you charge for mentoring me one-to-one, 2 hours per week and over the work for a few minutes a week? Give me a rough number. Come on, say it." I don't do mentoring, I'm afraid. I don't have the time, and if I did it for you, then I'd have to do it for everyone else, and, um, my time management is really bad. So, yeah, I'm not doing any client work at all apart from a few existing clients that I've had for a long time and can't just drop them. So, yeah, I'm not taking on any new clients. I'm happy to do these things and answer questions via live stream on YouTube and obviously create videos and answer my emails as best I can. But yeah, I can't do mentoring. So unless you're offering maybe, 20,000 or something, 30,000 for 2 hours a week, I might be interested. Handsome says, "Don't get me wrong, it's not about the money, but the information relay should earn you more." It probably should. You're right. I did think about Patreon. I'll put the word out. I mean, should I set up a Patreon? That's where you can donate money to me and support me and that kind of stuff. I don't know why. Would anyone want to do that? Maybe. Anthony says, "This is where the images in my media directory are not just thumbnail, they are full images, but the file URL for the images pointing to blah, 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 Amazon.com. Well, they're not on your server then. They are the remote images. Don't worry about them." Carl, I'm not sure why you're not getting your search data. Let's have a quick look. You're talking about the search analytics? I thought you'd have got something in there. CD says, "How long have your websites been up?" Varies. Boot Boutique's been up for a couple of years. Beer Shirts has only been up a few months. WP Eagle's been up for a couple of years, as is this YouTube channel. So it varies. I'm creating new ones all the time. I've got the new price comparison one coming up very soon, which is all around trainers or sneakers, as the Americans would say. So yeah, I'm always creating new sites. So what does it say within your search analytics thing, Carl? Is there a message or anything? A clue? Question. "Do I have any thoughts on Bing ads for a newbie, new website? My hosting service offer $20 to get 100 in bonus ads. Is that cost likely to do anything for a website?" Give it a go. I mean, depends what you're selling and obviously your commission rates and all that kind of stuff, but you might be able to make some money with that. Um, I think Bing ads are quite a bit cheaper than Google AdWords, so it's worth a try. If you're getting some really cheap clicks, then it might be worth it. No data found in your search console. Have a quick look. Okay, according to Google, it may take some time. When did you register with the search console thing? Yeah, Steve says, "Do ads if you've got an awesome article to promote." That is a good idea. That way you might get some engagement. And also make sure on your site you've got a way of kind of getting more value from that traffic. So have you got a newsletter sign up, some sort of data capture system? Maybe you're offering something for free in return for their email address. So that when that traffic comes to your site, they don't just, bounce off. And if you're lucky, they might buy something, but you really want a way that you can, capture their information and then, you can communicate with them going forward. Anthony says, currently working on a staging version with his WooZone site. Yeah, on a subdomain. When I clone it back over to my production site, do I have to resync everything with WooZone? No, should be fine. As long as WooZone can connect to Amazon, it will keep it all in there, it'll be fine. Oh, I would have thought you would have some data. by now, Carl. Um, are you coming up for any searches? Do you know? Are you getting any search traffic? Might be worth heading over to the Google forum thingies and having a chat on there, see if you find anything. According to this article on Google, it says if you see no data in search analytics, it might be because people aren't clicking on your site in search results. That's what I'm fearing it might be. It says any good ways of getting free traffic. There's a couple of videos I've done on this. The best way to get free traffic is by doing some SEO, so by building links to your site. Other good ways are joining things like forums and engaging in conversation and helping people out in a forum. You can often add a link to your signature after you've done a few posts and you've been accepted into the community. So that gets you a link and it might get you a bit of traffic, especially if you can get into a thread or a topic where you can answer it with a link to your site. So it has to be relevant. Maybe you've got an article that perfectly answers the question that someone might be asking in a forum. You might have an opportunity to post it. Don't be spammy, and just be nice and help people. Another way of helping people and getting traffic is on the answer sites like Yahoo Answers and Quora. So find some questions that are relevant to your niche. Make sure you've got some articles that can answer these questions, and then again you can post a link as the answer to your article and get some traffic that way. There's a few ideas. Obviously, Facebook is a good place, but you might need to spend a little bit of money just to get your page likes up. Pinterest is good if you've got a particularly visual product. Get some traffic that way. There's some ideas. YouTube is a great way of getting free traffic. But you'd obviously have to create some videos. But you can create videos without having to show your face. You can use a screen recorder, as we've been talking about, that kind of stuff. Yezi, hello. Would you advise to use free storefront with Woozone or just get Kingdom Theme? It's up to you. Kingdom Theme is getting better. It's got lots of features now. It's got a visual editor. It's more flexible than storefront. It's integrated really nicely with Woozone. But you might prefer Flatsome. Dan, who's often on the chat, I have not seen him tonight. He just created a great site using the Flatsome theme, which I've got a video on. It's the one where I create a Power Tools website. That looks really good. That's got loads of features. But any WooCommerce theme that you like will be good with Woozone. Fingers crossed. Steven says, do you have analytics installed on your website? Are you talking to me or Carl? I do. I think Carl does too. Carl says he is getting traffic from organic search or Google, so I don't know why you've got no data. It's a mystery. Yezi says, is there a Facebook page for WP Eagle? There is. Just head over to Facebook and do a search. In fact, I might be able to even post a link if I get stuff organized. Find it. It's just WordPress Eagle. There we go. Should have probably gone for WP Eagle, but I wanted to get the word WordPress in the URL. Hello, my Fairy Tale Books USA. How many affiliate sites do I run? About 5 or so. Flatsome, yeah. Sorry, Ezzy, I'll speak up. It just says he feels like spamming when he's posting in Facebook groups. You just got to join in the Facebook groups. It's going to take time, and you don't want to start posting links straight away. You want to, just get in on the conversation and build a little bit of rapport with the other users, and then you can post links and it won't be spammy because you'll be helping people out. And second part of your question, do you believe in paid traffic for conversions or to lift the ranking of a site? It won't lift the ranking of your site in terms of SEO. It can work in terms of conversion, although it is quite hard to track if you're sending people off to affiliate sites. You can kind of track people leaving, but you can't track the sale exactly. I've got a video on paid traffic for affiliate sites on the channel, so do check it out. Basically, I say in there, you can use it, but you've got to make sure that you get good value from it. So as I was saying earlier, try and collect email addresses or drive the traffic to a Facebook page where you're building up likes, so then you can, engage with people over time. JK says Rehab is really good. It is. I'm working on Rehab right now. As I say, the video is getting there. I've had to re-record some, and due to other family stuff, I've not been able to record as much as I like, but that's my focus this week. That's why I'm not uploading any other videos. I really want to get it done and show you guys Rehab and Content Egg. I think it's going to be the next big thing. Yezi says, I'm about to start a fashion site, going to a female niche, not sure what product to niche down into as yet. Would dresses be a good one? Yep, I'm sure it would be. Maybe going to a specific sort of dress. Is there an upcoming fashion with a certain style? You could focus on that. Are you into dresses? Hopefully you are. Are you able to create loads of good content? Maybe pull in some videos from YouTube, do product reviews, or do top 10 lists of, the best dress for the summer ball or winter Christmas party, and those kind of things. Really add some value to help people buy that perfect dress. I mean, Boot Boutique is a fashion site, I guess, and that's quite broad, and that works okay. Bogdan says, there's something wrong with Boot Boutique's theme. It's displaying weird. Is it? Let's have a look. I've checked it recently. It looks okay, I think. Let me just share it, and you can tell me if it looks the same on yours. Yeah, here it is, the classic. All seems fine. Let's have a look at a product. It seems fine. Frequently bought together has gone a bit funny. Oh no, there we go. It's just being a little bit slow. I think it's looking good. Is that not how you see it? Carl says he watches the live data on all his website. It gets very addictive. It does. Anything like that, I love just checking all the time. So when you're in affiliate marketing, you check in your visits, and obviously you check in your commissions. Although I do like it when merchants send you an email when you get a commission, but a lot of them don't do that. So with Amazon and stuff, you have to go back in and keep checking. Have I got any orders today? And hey, if you get into Bitcoin, we talk about Bitcoin, then you'll be watching those numbers all the time too. They're going up and down. But it's all good fun. It's exciting. Ian says, if you build a WordPress website and then decide you want to change the theme, is it okay to just change the theme, or can it affect the website in any way? Good question. In theory, in practice, you can. You just change the theme, install a new one. The problem you've got is that a lot of themes, all the kind of, there's no standard when it comes to laying stuff out and different short codes and styles. So you'll find that most of your content looks a little bit weird. I'm guessing that maybe if the themes all use Visual Composer, you may be okay, because that's a kind of a bit of a standard. But either way, I think you still need to go through each page and post and just double check that it still looks okay. Generally, when I've been setting up new sites for people, moving from one thing to another, it's quite a big job, and it involves, going through each piece of content, laying it all out to fit the new theme and all that kind of stuff. Utta says, do you think fake likes on a Facebook page puts an impact on the person who sees the page? So yeah, you're saying some people, when they see a page and it's only got like 2 likes, they think, I'm not liking that page. There's no one liking it. Like that. And I think fake like, Facebook don't like it. You're not going to get any value from those likes. And yeah, I don't think people, when they see a page, they look at the number of likes, and that influences them whether they're going to like it or not. I think if they see something on the page that they like, a piece of content or a post or a video, then they like the page regardless of whether it's got 1 like or 1 million likes. And in fact, I think there may be a bit of mentality where people see a page that's only got a few likes and they go, oh, I can be first on this page. A bit like earlier when I started the stream, there's always the person that wants to be the first comment. So if it looks like a good thing and it looks like a good page and they're offering good stuff, then I don't think the number of likes has any effect. And if you're going to buy likes and spend money on that kind of stuff, then use Facebook advertising and get some real likes. Okay. Well, you've been talking again. Ella says, that's not what I'm seeing of Boot Boutique. What are you guys seeing? I guess there's no real way of you showing me. If you grab a screenshot and drop me an email with what you see when you go to Boot Boutique, and if it's looking a bit weird, that'd be good. Help me fix it. My email is eagle@wpeagle.com. Yes, he says, I was contacted by someone who wants an Amazon website. Would it be okay to charge $1,000? Yeah, why not? Charge whatever you think it's worth. Whatever, how much work is involved? There's quite a lot of work. What do they want you to do? Do they want you to bring in all the products? Do they want you to manage it? Do they want you to create any content? But yeah, if you can charge that and get away with it, that's fine. I mean, I've charged a lot more for websites in the past, add another zero to the end of that, and that's the kind of money I've charged for building websites. So you've got to charge whatever you think the value is, and if it's going to make them money, and if that's what they want, go for it. Only you know really what you can charge, but charge what you're worth. Don't try and be cheap. Matthew says he's got to go. Glad you enjoyed it. See you later. Kenrick, hello. Is it wrong to use photos from Amazon on my blog? Because it's fine, but you've got to use the site stripe or you've got to use the WooZone button thing. So the site stripe is, I did do this last week, but there's no harm doing it again. I'm just going to share my Amazon with you. I'm going to go for a few more minutes. We'll go to about 10 past, 9:15 tonight because I was a little bit late coming on, wasn't I? So let's keep going. So here's Amazon. So if you wanted to add this lovely dog food to a post, oh, I've broken that. I have too many products when I was adding that tag. Maybe you don't want to do 50 a go, try do 25 a go if your server times out. But anyway, yeah. So let's go into the blog. Say I wanted to add that image to my Star Wars post for some unknown reason. So let's just add it to the top. I don't know why that. It's got a lot of stuff anyway. It doesn't matter. Let's go to Amazon. You go to your site stripe and you want either the image or the text and image. Give it a click. Decide what size you want. Do you want a big one, a medium one, or a small one? Let's go for medium. You just copy this code. Go back to your site. Make sure you're on the text editor like I am. Paste it in. Press update. And then we should have the image. And that's fine. Amazon won't have a problem if you do it that way. Oh, look, there's our chappy. And it's also added your affiliate link as well. So when someone clicks the image, you're straight through to Amazon. Perfect. I'm going to remove that now as it doesn't make sense. That helped. Let me go back to the chat. But it says Boot Boutique isn't working fine. Try incognito. All right, I will. Bear with me a second. Ah, yes. You're right. It looks broken. Thanks for that. Let me see if I can fix it. It could be a cache problem, possibly. Let me just clear all my cache. Has that fixed it? While it's thinking about that, let me get back to you guys. I've lost you. Where are you? It's not that one. It's this window. It's got to be this window. There you are. Where are you? You're always saying that it is broken, so yeah, I can see it now. It now is not loading at all. So yeah, it's well broken. I need to look at that. I don't know what's happened there. Oh, hang on. Is it back? No. Yeah, something going on there. I'll have a look at that. But anyway, let's have one or two last questions. David says, since he launched on October 9th, he's made about $40. It shows me the possibilities, but is this normal for a young site? Yeah, that's good. That's fine. It's only been a couple of months. It shows that there's potential, as you say. So you keep working on it, and that should start going up. Okay, I think I'm going to start wrapping up. Thanks, everyone, for joining me tonight. I think, what did we get up to? We got up to 40, which is great. And the record is 41, but hey, that's fine. Helen says she had the same problem as the hosting. Yeah, I could be, although let me just have a look. When I noticed it was loading some weird things. I'm wondering if it might have been hacked, possibly. I'll have a look. Maybe you deactivate the theme. No, it's running Kingdom. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll have a chat with the host and I'll let you know next time. So I'm going to do one more stream next week, same time, Wednesday evening, I think. Let me just check my diary. I think I'm clear. And yep, that's all good. It'll be the last one of the year. I'm then going to kind of just, stop for Christmas. I won't be doing any more live streams and doing Christmas stuff and all that kind of thing. So yeah, join me next week, same time, same place, and we'll have another live stream before Christmas. I'll put a Christmas hat on or something, and we can have a glass of mulled wine. Helen, you don't think it's hacked? Well, okay, we'll have a look. I'll let you know what that problem was next time. Alex says, do I have any video on the flats? Yes, he says, sorry, Alex, I'm losing it. I need to go to bed. Yes, he says, do you have any video on the Flatsman theme? I do. Have a quick look on this channel. It's a little while back. It's the one that has the power shop tools. In fact, let me find you a link very quickly before I go. Let's find it. It is. I'll find it. Right, here it is. It's from 2016. It's still relevant. I think Flatsman obviously has changed a little bit, but it'll give you an idea. It's a great theme. It looks really good. Let me just paste that link for you. There you go. Yeah, so thanks everyone for coming. If you like the video, please do click the like button. It does help me out. And yeah, I'll see you next week. And we'll have some Christmas affiliate marketing WordPress fun or something. I'm going to do my very best to get that price comparison video up. Be next week. So hopefully that'll keep you busy over Christmas. But yeah, until next time, have a good evening, a good day, a good morning, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.